Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about money, 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 and the JFK assassination. Now, the reason why I said that is as you see behind me, okay, there's a lot of things. I made a video on this before about the Dealey Plaza tours, but I want to bring out some more facts and stuff like that, and I want to show everybody something. And I want to point out a lot more facts as well. I want to show you something. When you look at this image here of Dealey Plaza, what do you see? Okay, it's a beautiful place. It really is beautiful. I like how, it's laid out, especially Dealey Plaza there. Some beautiful old buildings here, especially this old courthouse right here. And the records building and stuff is beautiful buildings here, especially even the Texas School Book Depository. I like the structures, and the layout. But when people looks at it, they're not looking at that. They're looking at it as a murder scene, which it is a murder scene. But I look at it anymore as a flea market. And people say, well, a flea market? Where do you come up with a flea market? Well, I look at it as a flea market and a circus. And let me show you the reason why I say that. As I point out in the Dealey Plaza Tours video, all you see is people. They're out making money on this, okay? Now, like this guy here, Ron Washington. He tells a story. Again, the story he tells is false. It's a proven fact. It's a false story that he's telling the people so he can make donations and make money off the JFK assassination. Same thing for him here. Okay, he claimed he was there. He was a boy when he was there, and he's telling the story and all this other stuff, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. And then we have this guy here. No, this is Ron Washington. The other one was different. This is Ron Washington here. He's telling the story, false and giving out false information for donations and everything else. Give him an old flyer or a piece of paper or a book from that he probably got from Robert Groden, and everything else, telling the story, false stories, mind you. All of them's telling false stories, even this guy right here. This is a new one that started here recently, giving tours there and, telling a false story, gumming behind a picket fence and all this other stuff. I want to show you something. And this is the reason why I said it's a flea market to me and it's a money-making industry. As you see here, this is the guy that claimed that, he was the boy there and stuff like that. As you see, what's being handed to him? Money, am I correct? What does he do as soon as he grabs that money? Place it in his pocket real quick. And see how he's looking to the side real quick? It's like he don't want nobody to know or see that he received money in his hand. Because they do this to make donations. So he gets the money here. And then he turns around and places it in his pocket real quick. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a money-making industry. Now I'm going to show you something here. Now when he tells his story, he pulls out James Files here. He says, this is James Files. This is the man behind the picket fence. This is the man who took the fatal headshot to JFK from the location where he's standing. Now, the throat shot to JFK was taken by Charles Harrelson. And this is Charles Harrelson here with James Files. Now I want to show you something here. We're going to zoom in on this guy right here. This guy right here. And we're going to take a picture and we're going to zoom in. Let's bring Charles Harrelson over here. Okay. Now, I want to show you some facts here. Now, does this guy resemble anything of Charles Harrelson? Nah. If you look at, here's the brow and here's the top of his forehead right here where his hairline is. Look how distance is from his brow to his hairline right here. He's got a higher forehead. His ears are longer and bigger. His ears are rounded off and sticking out more and shorter. And as you see here, when he's smiling, his cheeks come out this way and back in, like this. Looks like the Joker when he's smiling, but you see how Charles Harrelson's face is more thinned out right here. And you see he's got a longer chin and a longer face, and he's got a shorter face and everything else, and it's more wider. So he's going to sit there, and again, as I point out, this is James Files standing right here where he in the location where he's standing at. He took the fatal headshot to JFK, and Charles Harrelson took the throat shot to JFK from behind the picket fence as well. False stories, people. False stories. But he's sitting there, and like I should point out, he's sitting there, and he's making money. Now remember, he said he was there, and he's making money, and he places it in his pocket. It's a money-making industry. Now we also have other people's telling their stories. Oh, and they also said, which I'll bring that up in a moment, and we have Robert Groden there. What is he doing here? What do you see when you go to a flea market? When you go to a flea market, you see somebody setting up their booth, selling their items. Okay? Set up the booth, sell their items. Anymore, there's people that's walking around giving their tours and stuff like that. They have their satchels on with their items in there that they sell to the people. You can make a donation. Here's money. Donation, give me money. A donation, give me money. You know, that's all it is. It's a flea market and money-making industry, like I pointed out here. Now look at this. What do you, same thing right here, which I'm going to pull up this image here. Don't mean to be pointing this up or anything, but people need to know these facts. See here, now he's got a microphone. He's talking. I'm friends with both of them on Facebook. You know, I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. They're nice gentlemen. Robert Groden and all. Thanks to Robert Groden, we got a lot of his films and stuff out. But I'm just showing people what it's about. What the JFK assassination is about. He's got the speaker. He's talking. Look at all these people. Okay, now if all these people buy books, remember, they're staring around at the booth. Here's the booth set up, selling merchandise, and people's walking around looking at this, buying this, as you see here. These papers here they get from the people that's telling the stories and stuff like that. So if he's here with a microphone and stuff telling a story, why is all these other guys walking around, you know, saying, hey, this is what happened today. Let me give you the tour here. Well, he's already there telling the story. Okay? He's telling a story, so why give them money? Why buy this stuff? Why? Because they know that people's going to buy their stuff. People are interested in what really happened that day, but they're not getting the whole truth. They're not even getting the truth, period. They're spending their money to these people, but they're not getting the truth. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm going to show you something else. Look at this right here. This is from one of them live things they did on YouTube some time ago. Look at here. Who do you see here? Which I'll shrink this so you can see everybody. Whoop, let me shrink it this way. So you see everybody. There's talking about the JFK assassination. We'll zoom in a little bit so I can go around like this. See Judith Baker there. We know she's telling false stories. Okay, we know Beverly Oliver's not the babushka lady. She's telling false stories and stuff. But you ever notice, look at this. Look at all these people. Now, who do you notice is not there? I don't see me whatsoever there. They won't have me there. Wonder why. I'm not there. They didn't invite me. When you go to these conference stuff, you don't see me. Okay? Or whatever. But like I said, you know, we're going back to this. It's a money-making industry. It's a flea market to me. Okay? Everybody wants to get their 2 cents in. Everybody wants to make that money. Like Ed Hoffman here, you know, he's got his book and stuff. He wants to make money off of it. Okay? I can sit back and make royalties because these people are making money. Like I said, you got Robert Groden sitting here probably either on weekends or one thing or another. But he's making money. You got these guys here every day of the week telling their stories, their false stories, giving these people false information, collecting money from it. Okay? Collecting money for a false story. And that's all you see. That's all you see in Dealey Plaza anymore. So when I look at this, it's like I'm looking at this going, my God, this is a flea market. This is a circus now. It's not a murder scene no more. Because if you listen to the stories, which I'm gonna bring up this one here. Oh, let's rank him, and we're gonna bring up this one here. Okay. Now remember one thing. Okay, remember one thing. When they tell their stories, okay, when they tell their stories, they say James Tague got shot in the face with a bullet. No, the bullet struck the curb, and a piece of the curb came up and hit him in the face. But they say James Tague was shot in the face. If he was shot in the face, his whole face probably would have been, you know, really messed up. But they say he was shot in the face by miss shot. Then they go ahead and they don't say nothing about Conley now. So now Conley is being erased from history because of these stories that these people make. Now, Connally is being erased from history because they're only talking about the shots of JFK now. Shots of JFK and James Tague. Even James Tague, when he was still alive, I watched an interview with him to where people was asking him what he had to do with assassination. He says, I got hit in the face by a piece of curb, you know. And people says, I never heard of that. Do you see what I'm saying? So they erased it, James Tague, from the assassination of JFK now. They erased it, Governor Connally, from the JFK assassination right now. So now people, and we're talking about generations now and just further generations from now, it's going to become a fiction story. Because now James Tague is not even being talked about no more. Governor Connally is not being talked about no more. They're being erased. So when they tell these guys telling their stories, and then the guys is going to replace them to tell their stories and replace them to tell their stories as these people getting older and everything else, when they replace these stories, eventually there's going to be no more James Tague. There's going to be no more Governor Connally being shot or James Tague being shot. They're only going to have the gunman behind a picket fence area, which is James Files and Charles Harrelson, and JFK being shot in the throat and the head, and that's it. That's what's going to happen. Now I'm going to show you people. People don't understand the reason how Charles Harrelson got into the mix of the JFK assassination. I'm going to show you evidence. How did Charles Harrelson end up being mixed into the JFK assassination? Right here, Wikipedia. Go to Wikipedia. What are you going to find on Wikipedia? Well, it's going to give us some information on Charles Harrelson. And as we go down here, shows you what he did. Okay, murders and stuff like that, convicted and stuff. Okay, now when we go down here where it says all spouses, Diana Lou Oswald. Oh, wait a minute, Diana Lou Oswald. Okay, he was divorced in 1964 from her, married, who knows. But during that time, Charles Harrelson was married to Oswald's sister, Diana Lou Oswald, during that time. That's the reason why Charles Harrelson's brought into the mix now and being one of the assassins, because he was married to, it was a coincidence that he was married to Oswald's sister. And it's a coincidence that Woody Harrelson is his son. Okay. And as you see right here, children with Diana Lou, Woody Harrelson, which is Oswald's Diana Lou, is Woody Harrelson's mom. Okay. I think. So right here they said children with Diana Lou was Woody Harrelson, Brett Harrelson, and Jordan Harrelson. Okay, so I guess all his, but I don't see how he got divorced when he married her. It had been years before, because he divorced her in 1964 to have 3 kids. Okay, so he must have been married to her for a while. That's probably, he was married to her when even Oswald went to Russia, as far as we know. But like I said, that's why Charles Harrelson was brought into the mix, because he was married to Oswald's sister. Okay, doesn't mean he was a part of assassination. He was just married into the family. Okay, but that's why Charles Harrelson's in with it. Just like I said, these researchers can't make up their mind. This is either Frank Sturgis or it's Charles Harrelson, as you see here. Okay, as you see here. They can't tell you if it's Frank Sturgis, which you're going to say this is Frank Sturgis, but then they're going to tell us also that it's Charles Harrelson, as you see here. You see what I'm saying? So they really can't make up their mind on who this gunman was. Tramps were, yes, in on assassination, which I proved that. But like I said, when you talk these, and then they're going to sit there and say, well, Jack Ruby knew Officer Tippit. Okay. Jack Ruby knew Officer Tippit. And he also knew Oswald since he was a teenager. This is what they tell in the story too. He knew Oswald as a teenager when he was in Louisiana. And Jack Ruby hired Officer Tippit to assassinate Oswald. But Oswald was smart enough and he took out Officer Tippit first. So see, that puts more drama, that little more detail in there. So people's going to say, oh, really? This is what happened? This is what happened? And what gets me the most is all these people going to go home with false information. They're not going to know the truth. Just like right here, if you look at this. This is another thing they want to make money off of. Now the city's making money off of it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right here. We have bus tours of the JFK assassination. As you see right here, they'll go ahead. They'll probably drive by Oswald's boarding house and where Oswald was, you know, shot at and where he was assassinated at and everything else like that. You know, that's what gets me the most as well when I look at this stuff. Is now here we have bus tours of the JFK assassination. We have street vendors, you know, to going around telling people these false stories and stuff. We have a vendor there, which is Robert Groden. Even though he's a great man and stuff, don't get me wrong, I speak highly of him. He's a good, smart genius. He's very genius. He's very smart. But, you know, he's feed information from other people as well, which gets him confused as well. You know, don't get me wrong. But, you know, he's setting up his booth and making, it's called a vending booth is what it's called to me. And then you got all these people around making money and everything else like that. But like I said, you don't see none of me in any of this stuff. Okay, yes, I sell books, but it's like 1 or 2 books a month. Okay, I don't push it like these people do. I don't push a false story. That's one thing I will not do is push a false story, because my research, I show photographic evidence. I show where these bullets came from, where the assassins were located and everything else. See, this is the evidence I show. I show people that this is a decoy rifle. I show people and tell people that, hey, no, this is already taken before. He bought the car cannon rifle and the revolver. And I show also evidence to back that up as well. As you see right here, which I show you, that the revolver that Oswald had on his hip was this one here, not this one here that he ordered in March, because he already had that picture taken and stuff. And this is that revolver here, which was sold at an auction a few years ago. Show the gunman's location. Eyewitness accounts to back them up. Shots being fired from that location and everything else. I show all this. But you won't find this in any of their stories. You won't find this anywhere in here. The reason why, even Jesse Ventura, even Governor Jesse Ventura, go around, promotes his book, gets #1 bestsellers, make money off the JFK assassination, when all the stories that he's telling is false too. Now he says he challenges anybody. You know, challenges anybody. What would he do? When I know he's seen mine, because I make posts on his sites and everything else and all that stuff, send emails to him and stuff. I know he's seen my stuff, okay? But nobody challenges me. No one will say anything about me because they know I have the evidence. Do you think Jesse Ventura can argue with me? If we sat down, he says, well, I'll tell you what happened. This one said this and this one. You know what? Don't tell me, show me. That's what I want to tell him. Well, I can't show you because I want to show you where the gunman was actually at. I'm going to show you the shots that he actually took. And I'm going to pinpoint every one of them. And I'm going to show him. Okay? He's going to say, well, you know, this could be, you know, the Zapruder film was altered, you know, and stuff like that. He's going to bring up more false claims. The Zapruder film was not altered. Okay? All the frames are there, except for the frames of his family and Mrs. Setzman. But all of them is there. Okay? All the assassination, all the frames are there. Do you think, I want to show you something. Has any of these people here, even him, okay, as any of these people right here, any of these people here, or him, has any of them, have any experience with photographic evidence? I mean, analyzing films or images? No. Does any of them show you this type of information that I have? Does anybody show the evidence that I have? Does any of these people do? No, they just tell us a story. That's all they do. They tell us a story. They're not telling us anything else, just a story. So you see what I'm saying? Where's their truth at? Where's the truth at? There is none. There is none truth to them. But like I said, when we look at the JFK assassination, when we look at Dealey Plaza anymore, it's a money-making industry. It's a flea market. It's a circus. That's what this is anymore. That's why I said at the beginning, money, 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 money. Because that's what it is. That's all it is. It's about money anymore. It's not about finding the truth. Okay? The truth is out there. I put the truth out there. The truth is right here. I'll get this book out. Evidence of Conspiracy. There's where your truth is at. In my videos, that's where your truth is at. This book, my videos, that's where your truth is at in the JFK assassination. There was 5 gunmen there that day. There was 13 shots fired that day. JFK was shot 4 times. Governor Connolly was shot 2 times. And there was 7 distraction shots. There was no gunman behind a picket fence. There was no gunman in the Daltex building or on the rooftop of the Daltex building. The gunman's location, County Records Building, 2nd floor rooftop. 6th floor, Texas School Book Depository. 2 gunmen inside shelter number 3. True locations. Everything truthful. What I say. And I prove it in this book here. Evidence of Conspiracy. And I prove it in my videos. But no one wants to talk about it. They look at it as money-making industry. If this truth comes out, think about this. If the truth comes out, what happens then? Would you go to their conferences? Remember, the conferences, they're going to tell you, this is what gets me too. That's why I said it's a conference is more or less like a flea market as well. Because before the conference and after the conference, they had the people talking and everything else. And what did they do? They had them set up booths. They had them set up booths where you can buy their books and their merchandise and stuff that they're selling. Hey, you want a picture with me? Okay, give me $5 or $20 or $40 stuff. I'll take a picture with you. Hey, you want an autograph? Give me another 15. I'll give you an autograph there too. Okay, I've seen this stuff even works at Comic-Cons where you can't take a picture with somebody or get their autograph unless you pay them big bucks. That's what they do. You want a picture with them? Cost you money. You want autograph from them? Cost you money. What do? They set up their booths so they can sell. And everybody knows that when you go to these JFK assassination conferences and everything else, we already know that she's telling a false story. We already know she's telling a false story. And a lot of these people's basing their research on what these 2 people are saying. So if these 2 people are saying false stories, that means a lot of their information that they're getting is false stories. Am I correct? That's what I'm talking about. So you see, the JFK assassination is nothing but a money-making industry. Okay? That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. It's not about the truth. The more the truth is gone, like I said, they don't talk about J.D. Tippett. They don't talk about James Tague no more. They already eliminate him from the assassination. They're eliminating Governor Connolly from the assassination. So now all they got is just JFK being shot by Charles Harrelson and James Files. Their location was behind a picket fence. Okay, and that's it. Oswald was just a patsy, as he claimed, but he did shoot Officer Tippett, but Officer Tippett was after him because Jack Ruby paid him to assassinate Oswald. Okay, all these false stories. Okay, that's all it's going to be is a false story. They, like I said, they're eliminating too much information. They're not giving out right information. They're giving out false information just to make the dollar. Just to make that dollar. Hey, I'm going to go outside for about 20 minutes or a couple hours. I'm going to go up here to Dealey Plaza and make me a quick $50, $100 or $200, and then I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Since I made my $200 or $300, call it a day because I already made enough money for a day. And that's about it. That's all they do. That's their living. That's how they make their money, telling a false story to make money. So Dealey Plaza is nothing but a flea market, a sideshow anymore. And it's a shame, and it does hurt me. That's why sometimes I want to give up on this research into the JFK assassination. Sometimes I don't want to post no more videos or anything else. It's like sometimes I feel like I want to take all my videos down and take my book off the market and stuff, because what's the use? Okay, you got one guy fighting against dozens and dozens of people when all they worry about is trying to make that mighty dollar and get that fame and get their autographs out and take pictures with people and get donations or selling their items or their products or whatever. It's a murder case, people. A president of the United States murdered. Okay, and it's nothing more than a freak show now to me. It's a sideshow. It's a circus. It's a flea market. It really turns my stomach right now. It's really actually making me sick even talking about it. So I just want to make this video here to give out more information. And please, people, please, if you go to Dealey Plaza, look around. Don't take people's word for it. The people on the street, they don't know what they're talking about. And, you know, all that false information. You want to find, If you don't want to buy my book, that's fine, as I tell people. But you got my videos here. Watch my videos. At least you'll know the truth. At least you know where the assassins were at. At least you know what shots these assassins took, and the locations they were, and the information I give out. Okay, you know about it. Okay, don't let people fool you anymore, because they're making us all like we're a bunch of dumb people, is what they're trying to think of we are. When they tell us these stories, they think we're dumb and they're smart. They're not smart. Okay, Jesse Ventura, he was a governor, he was a wrestler, he was in the military and stuff. Okay, he's got his fame. Okay, this guy right here. Okay, they're not smart people. They're no better than you and me. They're no better than you and me. Okay, all they're in for is the fame and the glory. If they're not talked about, they got to figure out something else they can do to get some people talking about them. You know, but all they're doing is they're making their fame off of a fiction story, because it's a story they make up. It's a fiction story, and that's what they're making their money off of, fiction stories. There's nothing fiction about this book here. That's why I said this is the only book you ever need in JFK Assassination, Evidence Conspiracy. It's not fiction. It's real. Their stories is fiction. Okay? There's a little truth to it, a little reality, but the rest of it is fiction. It is. It's all fiction. The real research is in this book here. The real evidence is in this book here. This is all facts. It's backed up by photographic evidence and all, and eyewitness accounts. Their stories they tell, the books they got out, is false information. It's a fiction story. And as I point out, if you don't believe me, go look at go look at this guy right here on his videos or whatever, and everything else, and stuff like that. You're going to hear him. He's not going to talk about Connolly being shot. He's going to tell people about JFK being shot. In the old videos, he used to say Governor Connolly and James Tague being shot. But anymore, it's just JFK. What about Governor Connolly? What about James Tague? They got shot and hit by a piece of concrete and stuff, you know. What about the missed shots? Why was missed shots fired? Why was there shots at the steps or manhole cover? Sign on a lamppost? The grass area. Why was them shots taken? No one has them answers, because no one even talks about them, because no one knows about them. Only way you're going to find out is through me. That's the reason why they don't invite me to these conferences. That's why you don't see none of my information right here with these people here, because I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody to them. Okay? But they know I speak the truth. They know I have the truth. They know I have the evidence. So if my evidence gets out and the truth gets out, then they'll stop. Their money-making industry stop. Dealey Plaza will become Dealey Plaza again. Yeah, you might have the museum there still, but you're not going to have the people walking around telling their story no more. You're not going to have Robert Groden over here selling no more, because the truth is out. Truth is out. So what are they going to talk about? What are they going to show? So let's go ahead and keep the one guy down and let nobody know nothing about him, so the evidence don't get out, so we could continue making money every single day. Because even today, there's people out there making money on JFK assassination, and they're going to be there tomorrow, and they're going to be there this weekend, and especially this weekend being Easter weekend. This is time for them to make some serious money when it comes to Dealey Plaza, because it's going to be nice and warm out this weekend, and people's going to be out saying, yeah, let's enjoy this. Let's go down here and let's check out Dealey Plaza. Let's visit this on Easter weekend and everything else like that. And believe you me, it's going to be crowded. And believe you me, dollars are going to be made. Thousands of dollars are going to be made at Dealey Plaza because of the tours and everything else. But all they're going to get is false information. I just want to make this video here, show some more stuff and talk about this, because it really does bother me. I'm going to take a break from making videos for a while, because as I point out, I got to sell a lot of my stuff so I can make some money to pay some bills. But as soon as I get everything settled and stuff, and I'll start making videos again and posting more on JFK Assassination and other videos as well. And hopefully I'll be able to do some more investigations where I can go back out and film some of them as well. Do some live broadcasts as well too, especially on paranormal. But like I said, I got to take a break from now because I have to go back to work next week, and I got to try and make some money myself so I can buy some more tools and equipment and truck and everything else. So don't forget that like button, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to tell your friends about us. Everybody, please have a pleasant day and be safe this weekend. Thank you and God bless.